Welcome back to Obscurus Gaming, and today I'm taking a look at RoboDunk, an arcade basketball roguelite that releases today for Xbox and PlayStation. The game initially released to Steam and Switch about a year ago, and now makes its way to all other platforms. And yeah, you heard that right, a basketball roguelite. A game the developer describes as combining NBA Jam with Rogue Legacy. That obviously gets my attention, so let's see how it plays. In RoboDunk, you'll be playing as a team of two, you guessed it, robots against another team of two, kind of like NBA Jam. Except in RoboDunk, you are not allowed to shoot the basketball, and must dunk it in order to score. On any given dunk attempt, the higher your robot jumps when dunking, the more points you score, up to 4. Think of it kind of like Super Mario Strikers, where you can charge up your super strikes and score multiple goals at once. But if you're too slow, that gives the opposing team more time to ram into you or use a defensive weapon. You'll have to maximize your opportunities carefully without getting too greedy, and this is the delicate balance you'll have to manage throughout every game. Besides dunking the basketball, you can also throw alley-oops to your teammate, use shields, ram into opposing robots, and use weapons. What is also cool is that all the robots have pros and cons. Some are slower but have a stronger ramming ability, while others might be quicker and have worse weapons or can jump better. I always tried to pair what I called my Shaq robot, in game called Chomper, with one that could move a little quicker. There are also arena obstacles to contend with, such as bumpers and tornadoes that can come into play. All of these combine to make a surprisingly deeper arcade sports experience than what initially meets the eye. So, now that you know the basics, there are 3 main game modes in RoboDunk. First up is the campaign, which is where the roguelite elements come into play. You'll play a series of increasingly difficult games while leveling up your robot's abilities. Some abilities are permanent, while others might last for only a game. Depending on how well you do in any given game, you'll be awarded cash at the end to invest back into your robot squad. When you do lose, your money carries over, and you retain any checkpoints you purchase, so it's not like you're completely starting over when this happens. The other game modes are Endless, which is this kind of random challenge mode where you try to win as many games in a row, complete with an online leaderboard. And the third game mode is Local Versus, which is always a nice touch. I should mention that the entire campaign and Endless modes can be played locally with someone else, featuring drop in and out co-op, which is awesome, even though the AI actually holds their own pretty well in single player. For those that follow this channel, you may already know my affinity for arcade sports games, especially those with local co-op. I mean, the first game I ever reviewed for this channel was Alpaca Ball All-Stars, and that remains one of my favorites of all time, on Switch or otherwise. RoboDunk manages to check a lot of the same boxes as that game. It accomplishes what every great arcade sports game tries to do, which is create a pick up and play experience with enough layers and depth to keep you coming back for more. The twist with RoboDunk is the roguelite element, which makes it feel like an entirely fresh experience, unlike anything I've played. Even though I do kind of wish the game sank more time into the more traditional arcade sports elements, like say a season mode instead of the roguelite elements in the campaign. Like, I would love to be able to build a team of robots I could name, and then kind of track their stats over the course of a season. That being said, a season and tournament mode appear to be coming in the future, so we'll kind of see what happens there. Now, from a technical perspective, the game runs well, and I've had 0 issues with it so far, and the stop motion style graphics are quite charming. I should also mention that the developer put a lot of time into the lore surrounding the game, which, even though I didn't personally have much interest in, I think it shows that the developer put a lot of thought and care into the experience. Anyways, RoboDunk honestly feels like it was made for people like me and scores a solid 90. We'll kind of see how the game holds up over time, but after about 8 hours of playing this game or so, I think it falls right in line with one of the better arcade game experiences you can play on console to date. So yeah, definitely pick this one up for whatever platform you want, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. A special thanks to the developer Jolly Punch for providing a review copy of the game, who also did an AMA on Reddit a little while ago. So if you're interested in hearing more about the backstory to the game or what it's like being a solo developer, I'll link to that here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.